Good morning. Leanne Mazaray on YouTube, coming to you from another morning walk in gorgeous Florida. I'm starting a little later today, so the sun's up a little higher and it's a lot warmer. And by a little later, I mean 10 after 8, 8:30 maybe. Usually I'm well done by 8 o'clock. But I was talking to my roommate this morning about all kinds of cool stuff. She's starting a new business, and I just love to be around entrepreneurs, people who are out living their lives doing whatever it is that they feel like they want to do to make themselves happy, because that's really what life's all about. It's about figuring out what makes you happy and then going for it. But so many people don't consider that as an option. They don't plan that into their daily activities. They don't even think about whether they're happy or not. And they don't know if they are happy. A lot of us are living a life that's just sort of been pre-programmed into us from a very young age that says, if you want to be successful and you want to fit in, you'll do this, 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 and this. Whatever that is for your culture or your family or your regional sense of success. But many of us do not ever ask that question directly to ourselves. What makes me feel successful? What do I want to do? Why am I not asking myself that on a regular basis? Because I think that when we're younger, we sort of believe that we're going to do whatever we want to. When we ask kids, what do you want to be when you grow up? They'll tell you something. And it might change over time. But if you don't program it out of them, chances are they'll end up doing something that they really love. My first career goal as a child was to be a veterinarian. And that was stemming from my love of animals. To this day, I still love animals. I have a horse. I've had 2 dogs. Each one lived to be 17 years old, and we had a wonderful life with them, each of them. I have had many, many cats over my lifetime. And I'm not a veterinarian because I realized later on that I didn't want to go to school and learn all that medical stuff. The medical stuff didn't interest me. Chemistry, biology was kind of cool, but it wasn't really something I wanted to spend that many years doing and go into debt doing, and then sort of have my day dealing with sick animals. You know, I realized I didn't want to be with sick animals all the time. I wanted to be with healthy, well animals and give them fun lives and have fun with them during my life. So that's what I did instead. But I maintained animals in my life because I love animals. So that makes me happy. And that's something that I pursued. But a lot of us go down a different path and do something that somebody else tells us we should do or that we're allowed to do. You know, and especially as women, we weren't allowed to do very many things. At least when you're in my age group or my mother's age group, and certainly my grandmother's age group. But nowadays, you know, people my age, people, their kids, they have a whole lot wider range when it comes to what's acceptable for them, particularly as women, but also as individuals. Because the whole world is kind of opening up now, and the whole world is thinking about things beyond just the 3-bedroom house with the 2.5-car garage and the 2.5 kids, or whatever it was that was considered to be the American dream when people were growing up in my generation. Now there's a lot of exposure to the internet, which has eroded a lot of our global borders, and we're kind of thinking of ourselves as one world instead of just one country. And you have people all over the world connecting with one another in ways that couldn't have even been imagined probably back in 1984 when the internet was just fledgling. You know, I think I had my first AOL account. I think that was 1986 or something like that. And now, you know, it's a brave new world out there 20 years later. So, you know, our notions of borders have changed, and our notions of what makes us happy is probably due for a change as well. So if you haven't asked yourself yet what makes you happy, and if you are happy in what you're spending the majority of your time doing all day long, it's time to start asking those questions. And if the answer is no, I'm not happy, it's time to start doing something about that. And I've been on that quest, and I found a way that makes me happy. I have changed my life over the past year in a way that I could have never imagined. It feels right. It feels good. I feel free. I have reduced my stress. I have incredible people around me all the time now. I'm in a completely different mindset. And I feel good. And I feel happy. So, if you want some more of that, if you need some more of that in your life, stick around. We'll be talking about that more next time. This is Lily, signing off. Leanne Manzarek on YouTube. Thank you for joining. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I look forward to talking with you again.